Good afternoon, guys. How's everyone doing on this nice Thursday afternoon? Makes a change, doesn't it? But yeah, we've had a bad few days of rain, haven't we, guys? And we're into August now, so let's hope and pray that we get a few weeks of sun in August because of we've had no summer really, have we, guys? First of all, welcome to my channel, guys, Joey Barnett TV. I like to upload different content as much as I possibly can, and currently at the minute, my missus has just took baby Luca over to the doctors to get him registered. So I thought I would quickly drop a video while I've got a bit of peace and got 5 minutes spare. But yeah, thanks for all your views and your comments and all your positivity on my uploads, especially the ones which was about Belmarsh yesterday. I see them videos are starting to gain legs, and that's what I want more than anything, you know. For my videos to gain legs, and for my videos to be shared and spread wide. And the reason for that is for awareness for me. You know, it's not about the dollar for me. The dollar does help, don't get me wrong, but that will come when it comes. And at the minute, it isn't here. So what I've got to concentrate on is what I've got in front of me, which is 2,500 loyal, good subscribers, which I class as good friends of mine because I mentor quite a few of my followers on a day-to-day basis. Now, there's a thing on at the top of my page called it's becoming a member of my channel. Not just subscribing, you can actually become a member, join or something like that. It's a little button. It's only a very small fee, and what you get for joining is one-to-one talks on the phone. You'll get a live which won't go on my normal channel, so you'll get a live from me. You know, there's other little perks like signed copies of my book. I can send them out to my paid members. Yeah, so there is quite a few perks. So for those that want to show me love and want to show me some support, just it only costs a few pounds, then please do so, and I'll make sure that I look after you like I do all the time on my channel. You know, I try and look after everyone. So yeah, thank you very much indeed for all your positive comments. But yeah, please try and join my channel, and as I said, you'll be getting signed copies of my book. You'll be getting one-to-one phone calls. You'll be getting lives which won't go onto my normal channel, so it's worth joining. You know, especially those that need mentoring and need my advice, and don't want to put things online. You know, just want to keep it on a one-to-one basis. That's good with me, guys. So that's that got rid of. Now, Belmarsh, yeah. What I can say about Belmarsh is the screws, as I said, the screws in there were definitely bullies. They definitely knew who to pick on, and they definitely did come in numbers. And when the bell went off and it was your time to go down the block or down the segregation unit, you know, they didn't mess about with putting you into restraints. And what they'd do, they'd bend your wrist completely right up, so you know, to breaking points, and I'd put your legs in breaking points, and your elbows. You know, they was a master at what they done, and what they was a master at is putting people in restraints, and that's what they should do during the daytime. They'd be in the officer's mess, having a beer or having a vodka or a drink, and seeing who they could go back on the wing and put it on, and seeing who they could go back on the wing and who would retaliate to them, because that's what they loved. You know, they loved like digging holes at people in Belmarsh, and then you retaliating, and then you then give them a reason for them to come in and bend you up. But yeah, you know, they did try it with me once, but they quickly got told by a few of the other inmates on my spur of House Block 4 not to even try and bend me up and drag me down the seg, because of they wouldn't have it, and rightly so. You know, I walked down of my own accord, and yeah, I did stay down there for a good while. I think it was like 5 or 6 weeks. They put me down there on good order and discipline, and outside police come in and question me over an alleged assault which I'd done to another inmate, and he was a speedo, by the way. So yeah, I did get questioned for that. If you go back onto my videos, you'll actually see me talking about that about that incident. And but yeah, that's what Belmarsh was. It's got the nickname of Hellmarsh, and you know that's why it's got the nickname of Hellmarsh. You know, they kept you behind your door as much as possible, 23 hours bang up. There was no work in there. You know, they hardly let anyone out on association, maybe once or twice a week. It was always like controlled unlock, so they'd only let a few of you out at a time to go down to get your food off of the hot plate. It was definitely a screws jar and not a cons jar. And I was in there for about 13 months and I hated every minute of it. But as luck had it, I had a good few pals in there, and my co-defendants, a few of my co-defendants I was arrested with on the big charges, and when I got the 13 years, they was with me. So that's probably another reason why the screws didn't try and mess about with me, because they'd have to mess about with my codies too. And you know, when you live by the sword, unfortunately, you die by the sword, and that's you know, it's an unwritten rule amongst co-defendants. And if one of you goes down, the other one goes down, that type of thing. And it was actually, you know, I spent many years, and every jail I went to, I was with my codees. So that's why I had such a good time in there. Not a good time, I'm not glamorising it, but that's why, you know, I got dropped out by the screws. And they knew, like, you know, I was a live wire, and I wouldn't think twice of chucking a bucket of piss and shit over them, which I actually done in Parkhurst to get off of the island, because they was all interbred over there. And that's the truth about Parkhurst, yeah. All the screws over there are with each other's sisters, with each other's cousins, brothers. They're all related. They're all brother-in-laws. So when you fall out with one screw, you know, within the space of an hour, it goes round all the screws that you fell out of that one screw, and then all of a sudden you've got the whole prison on you. And I'll tell you something now, when you're in a cold, lonely, dark place like Parkhurst, back in the day, having all the screws on you is not a nice thing, you know. And quite a few people took their own life to suicide down to, you know, the regime in Parkhurst. But after a while, I started to flourish in Parkhurst, actually. I got a job down the woodwork shop and started making frames and plaques and bits and pieces like that. And that's when I met Paul Massey in Parkhurst too. Parkhurst was what I call a cons jar. So the cons actually run the jar rather than the screws. You know, there's plenty of time out of your cell because it's a long-term jar. And they wasn't on your case. And, you know, say there's, I don't know, 180, 200 people on each wing. You know, on association, there was 100 out at a time, and there was only 3 screws to watch 100 inmates, or cut, you know, that many inmates. So we was left to our own devices, and Parkhurst for me was a very good jail. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave this one here, guys, because I'm going to be doing a part 2 about Parkhurst. I hope you all enjoy my content. A big shout out to all my subscribers. Thank you for all those that's just landed on my channel, and obviously thank you to those that's been there with me from day one on my journey. I hope everyone has a good day. Peace.